So, hello, friends. Today we're going to discuss the Mars and the Venus movement in the sign of Sagittarius and then later in the Capricorn sign. Stay tuned till the end of the video and like the video if you find this video very useful and share it with friends and family. So, this movement will begin from the 11th of February and will continue till the 12th of March. And uh, right now, Venus is in retrograde and it'll be in the direct movement only after the 29th of January. But this direct movement will be a little slow. And now, what do we understand with these signs, the planets, and how are they trying to give us a sign as to what we need to do? See, remember this that everything over here in the physical existence is elemental, and so is the sign of Sagittarius and Capricorn, which is, Capricorn is more of air, and Sagittarius is fire. So, fire only supports, like, air is supported by fire, and fire is also supported by air. So, here, the underlying movement will be as supportive as you want it to be. So you will be at the central focus. Well, it all depends on how your planetary placements are in terms of Venus, Mars, and the signs of Sagittarius and Capricorn, how Jupiter is placed, because Jupiter is also a very crucial part of the transit, and Saturn is already there in Capricorn. So, again, Saturn is also very important for this transit. Now, Sagittarius being the sign of the guru, the Jupiterian sign, it also is asking you to be very wise in taking steps ahead. Now, what happens is from 11th of Feb onwards, Mars and Venus, they come closer and closer together, and 26th of February, Mars moves into Capricorn, and 27th, Venus moves into Capricorn. Now, Mars is fire, is passion, is impulse, is energy, and Mars is all this fiery planet which is ready to do things. It's more of action, and on the other hand, Venus is mild. It's related to water and its emotions, its pleasure, its, the feel good factor of things. So, what we can see when this movement happens is that we see that it's happening in the sign of Capricorn later in February, which is, causing this hot air and fire kind of a combination, the elemental part. And so we could see the rough weathers. We could also somewhere see the stock markets doing strange things. But I will not be commenting on the stock markets as I'm not an expert there. But yes, it will affect the markets a little. And 16th of February is where the Mars is in closest conjunction. And that's how, there is a build up. See, the movement is going towards the sign of Capricorn. So, from Sagittarius to Capricorn. And this is kind of, heating up and adding fire to things. So, there will be uh, a feeling of irritation. You might get aggravated very easily. Fights, angers, debate, and things may go out of control. You might become impulsive. because Venus and Mars, together is uh, a very fire and water combination, which just sparks. And so that's how you might be feeling. But as I mentioned in the video earlier, it is you who is the central focus. So, how you carry this energy, which signs uh, and which houses are they affecting you, and how are Jupiter and Saturn placed in your chart, which is also creating an impact on this, would decide the course of your life. And on the other hand, I would also say that Venus is all about love and relationship. So you might not only experience a trouble time with your relationship and with your better half or spouse or your love interest, but also you might just face this with anybody who you have relationship with, because Mars is also uh, your friends amongst the opposite sex, especially the men. Mars is more of a sign, manly sign. So uh, it also relates to brothers. So you probably will feel this friction coming about. And also remember that if you are not in a relationship, you probably are looking for somebody, then you might just meet somebody and you might just feel that they are all that you really want. So this spark will suddenly uh, come, and you got to be taking this very carefully, because Mars and Venus happens, as a very passionate and very impulsive trigger. It just creates that. But what happens when you are on a joyride? Once you're on a joyride and the ride is finished, uh, the roller coaster is finished, you just come into your senses. And uh, when you come into your senses, you just feel that, oh my God, what happened, So remember, even Mercury is retrograde. So you just have got to be very careful of what you communicate. If you meet somebody and if you are already in a relationship, be careful about your communications. And you might just feel that if you have met somebody new, that this is the one, but after some time you might just feel that, mm, this is not the choice that uh, I had to make, and it could be an impulsive choice. So Mars and Venus in Sagittarius is more about achievement. Like, Sagittarius is very positive, it's very expansive, and later on Capricorn is more of a sort of a ground, a sort of a moving sign. So that's where the Sagittarian element of optimism is coming in, and that is how you feel that if you really are looking for something, you might achieve it. This is a very good time in order to understand what you really want and work towards it. But to start and to begin is not a very good sign. I would say just wait for a while, take care of your decisions, and uh, take it easy in terms of deciding on things, because your decisions might be just more impulsive right now. And also, since Jupiter in Sagittarius, both are those divine signs, you have to keep in mind that whatever steps that you take during the next 40-45 days is according to the dharma and your righteousness. Dharma is nothing but righteousness. So whatever action that you take, you must know that whatever step I'm taking is towards the good for not only you but for the other as well. And Mars being, a lot of energy, passion, and Venus being love and pleasure, might delude you into the thinking that you can achieve, because it starts out in Sagittarius and goes to Capricorn. It might just delude you into things that you can, yes, achieve it. But I'm not saying you can't, and I don't want you not to achieve it. But this is a time where impulsiveness will not be in your favor. Besides the fact that you have to be very careful with your choice of words, and this is the true test of, your respect and understanding with your relationships. Because Mars fire and Venus water is like uh, a lot of passion, a lot of um, you know uh, I would say a lot of passionate choices, or optimism, or I would say something which is filled with positivity, but at the same time it's also impulsive. So that is where I would say that you must be careful. And well, it all depends on which signs your Venus and Mars are placed and how the transit is happening in your chart. In case you need a consultation, you can always reach out to me. The links of my email is below in the description box. And meanwhile, I would say just, make sure that whatever steps that you take, you have an element of love, respect, and understanding, because you are creating karma, and Saturn being there in Capricorn is governing your karma. He is very comfortable watching your karmas, and he's there to even reward you or punish you as the course may be. So just be careful as to, being truthful to yourself and being truthful to the other person you're dealing with in terms of relationship, because this aspects your relationship a lot. This combination will govern the relationships overall. So just be careful. And at the same time, I would want to say the good thing about this is that you can take this time to understand your feelings, whatever it is that you're feeling inside, the confusion, the chaos, the impulse. In case all these feelings are coming into you, just take a time off and reflect within yourself through meditation and through affirmations, through writing down what exactly that you are feeling. So this is a good time where you can also manifest things. You might just, and understand what you really are looking for. So the best thing that you can do is reflect within, write it down, see how you can take the necessary steps instead of being impulsive, and see and look forward to an optimistic approach towards this transit rather than, getting aggravated or irritated. So this is all from me for this time, and I'll see you with more videos. Keep liking and subscribing and sharing this video with people you think will benefit and support my channel. Till then, namaste.